Hi, welcome to another Artisan Quick Tips with Jennifer. I'm really excited about the tip I'm going to share with you today because I just barely learned it and I think it's so great. If you have used Artisan before, you know that you can purchase and download different alphabets. So I'm calling this tutorial fillable fonts, which it is, but it's kind of like do-it-yourself alphabets too, which is really you can do so much with it. So I'm really excited to show you how to do this. So first of all, if you are not familiar with Artisan, let me share my screen here. You can pause the video recording right now and just learn a few Artisan fast facts if you're not familiar with Artisan. My email address is down there at the bottom if you have any questions. And when you're done reading about this, you can resume the recording and I will show you all about filling fonts. So let's get over to my Artisan program on my computer. All right, so you can see if you've watched any of my previous Artisan quick tips, you will notice, you will recognize my practice book, which has funky pages that don't really go together because I'm trying all these cool things that you can do with Artisan. So today we are looking at filling fonts or how to kind of DIY your own alphabet. So to start with, I've got this little random ski page here that I was playing with in a previous tutorial. So we're going to go back to this page, and what we're going to do in order to start with your fillable fonts, you'll come up to insert. If you can see my mouse up here at the upper left, insert, click insert, and then you have a few options for text right here. If you can again see where my mouse is at the upper left. We've done a tutorial about text. We've done a tutorial about alpha set, which is super cool also, but this time we're going to use shape. So click shape, and when you do, two things happen. First of all, you get a letter A to begin with. It has this blue fill, and it has a black, what's called stroke or line, outline. So that's one thing that happens. You get the letter A. And the second thing is that this editing window opens up over here at the right where my mouse is. And so you can change that letter A, since that's probably not what you want, to whatever you want it to say. Ski day. Now, I think the most important thing to know and do when you're trying to fill a font and kind of make your own alphabet here is to choose a really like chunky font. You can see this one that's chosen right here. That blue is not very what should we call it? Significant, right? Like it's just not very wide. It's not very fat. It's not very substantive. So what I want to do is find one that's really wide, like that Arial Black would work. And if you've watched other tutorials, you know that the font choices that you have, ooh, that's kind of wide. Ooh, I like that one. The font choices that you have are whatever fonts you have on your computer. So that's kind of I don't know, that's kind of good to know. Let's see, I found one yesterday that I really liked that I want to use, and now I can't remember what it was. We'll go with this one. All right, so you can see that one is kind of, it's fatter, chunkier, more, there's more space to fill in something besides this blue, which is what we're gonna do. Now, I have trial and error learned that if you come and you fill right here where my mouse is over at the right now, the proportions are always how you want them. I like to do it a different way. You can from here change which I'll show you in a second. You can from here also change the stroke, like if you don't want a line or you want it to be more narrow, for example, you can do that. You can change the color of the line, etc. We're going to do that mostly when we do the fill. So at this point, just click create, and that will have created your little shape, alphabet. under that shape that we did before. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in here a little bit. So what I would like to do, rather than just blue, I kind of want to make my own alphabet here. So like my own fancy alphabet. So I'm going to, okay, so if I've clicked on, say, the skier guy, this won't work. You have to click right on the alphabet. Once you have, you can see you get all these options up here for your shape. So I'm going to mouse over the word shape up here at the upper left. You can see fill. Right now the fill is just that blue. The stroke or the line around it is 1 point. It's a solid line and it's black. So that was me kind of reading what all those things mean left to right. If you need to rewind this for a few seconds and go over that again, do it. Okay, so what we're going to focus on here is fill. So there are kind of some basic things you can do, like if you don't like that blue, but you want a darker blue or any, pink or purple or whatever, you can go here, but that's not what we're going to do. We are going to click fill and then go from an art kit. So we're going to fill these letters with a paper from an art kit. So I am going to, this is the one I used last, but because this is ski, I happen to know that one of the collections that I have, which is all things January, has kind of a cool, let's see, where is it? A cool paper. Oh, it's this one. A cool paper here that has snowflakes on it. It looks like a sweater. It's cute. So I'm going to click on that. And once I have, I'm going to click select content. Now what's going to happen is my letters are going to be filled with this paper. Now you can't really see it too much, but this little section that I'm making bigger is the same size as ski day that I just typed. So I can adjust that however I want to. That grayed out area won't show, but this sort of lighter area that you can see will. And I click OK. And check it out. Now I have a sweater, a blue and white ski sweater for my font ski day, or for my words ski day. Now, once I've done that, I can make it bigger or smaller. I have already selected, by the way, aspect ratio that's locked. If I were to unlock the aspect ratio, then it changes quite a bit, you can see. So depending on what you want to do. The other thing that we can do is, again, change that stroke. If we want it to be thicker, if we want it to be, you can even choose like a dotted line, or I'm going to undo that because I want you to see it better. Or I could change it to be, say, white. All right, now from there, that's it. That's how you kind of DIY your own alphabets. If you want to have certain designs in your letters or have it, match your page or whatever. So that's fillable fonts. That's DIY alphabets when you are using Artisan digital scrapbooking software from forever. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It helps other people find it better. And if you want to see more tutorials, tips, and tricks about your photos and memories and preserving them, subscribe to the channel. Thanks.